Day 7 of Eternal Lands, a new day, and of course, a new military support event. Today is the More Assistance event where you get points for defeating Dark Guardians. Those are the ones that look like treasure guards that you can rally like warhammers, and you can get points for gathering food or oil. Now, if you are able to stay online, Dark Guardians is going to give you more points, especially if you're able to join your alliance's rallies. And I did complete my 50 Dark Guardian assists yesterday, and I tried after this reset, and even though I had completed my 50 assists, I was still getting points afterwards, so that's nice to know. The Dark Guardians are a more effective use of your time for getting points than food or oil, but of course, food or oil is nice if you can't be on the game all day. Day 7 also brings the ability to finally get out of the starting area by taking over the gates. There are 3 gates to your starting area, one near the top, middle, and bottom. If your alliance is the first one to take these, you'll get a 150 gem reward to all alliance members, as well as 10 8-hour repair speed-ups. These gates are very easy to take over as they are only guarded by 60 level 50 dark forces with no heroes. However, in the second area, you have the potential of meeting another war zone, so there is a chance that you may have to defend these gates against other players to avoid being locked into your zone. Now, once you take over these gates, your biggest priority should be spreading out as far and wide as possible with these power stations to take over as much area as possible. Luckily, another alliance will not be able to attack you unless their power stations are able to connect with yours. So always keep an eye out for your territory starting to touch an opponent's territory. Another area we get access to on Day 7 is the special resource areas. You can see on my map there are 4 locations that are pinging with a yellow circle, and here is where you can gather special resources. This is one of the achievements. If you go into the expedition achievements and all the way at the bottom, before the ones you've completed, there are goals to collect in these special resource areas for a certain amount of minutes. Now, of course, more marches means you can collect more minutes per actual minute, so you'll want as many in there as possible. However, my personal opinion, I am actually holding off on going in here on the first day because since today is a resource gathering event, I'd rather gather resource in the Mech Master facility so I can get the most points. Now, there's also another thing available in here is you're able to mine gems very similar to how you were able to mine them in the War of Odinium. Here, if your troops, for every 50,000 resources they can carry, they'll be able to gather 1 gem every 2 minutes. It appears that no amount of resource gathering speed affects this rate, so it is set in stone. But at least you can get your minutes by coming in here and gathering. I would also recommend if you gather in these special resource areas to use a small march size, for example 1 or 2 stacks, because these are very popular to be attacked by other people. So you'll want to make sure that, 1, they don't get many points, but more importantly, you're not burning a ton of troops just by sitting over here in these resource squares. So just keep an eye on how much you can gather or how long you'll be gathering as you're setting up your march. Again, 1 or 2 stacks is probably your best bet. Also, I would like to add about these special resource squares. They are completely encompassed by mountains. There's no gates to them. These can actually be attacked by anywhere on the map. So even if people are still locked in their first area, they're able to attack these special resource squares. So there's going to be a lot of competition here. Something else that is unlocked in the second area are level 3 Dark Mechs as well as Dark Guardians. These are also located in the special resource area. Now, if you are still in the first zone, when you try to search for 3 stars of either the Dark Mechs or the Dark Guardians, it'll say no results found, so you will have to port out to the second area to search for them. However, you can manually find them and still march to them. If your alliance holds the gate leaving area 1, you are able to march through them. You just can't use this search feature to find them. Now, with the 3-star, the difficulty also goes up. The Dark Guardians are no big deal as they are only 9 level 80 units. However, the Dark Mechs, these ones can cause you a bit of trouble. The 3-star Dark Mechs are all this setup. They have 2 level 125-star heroes. They have Nadia as well as Tianmu, as well as 69 level 80 Air Force units. Now, unlike most Dark Forces, these guys actually also have stats. They have a 900% all-unit HP increase, a 750 all-unit attack increase, as well as a 40% damage decrease and damage increase. They also have an attack speed, which means they basically have a high rate of fire. They have 200% at 3 stars, which is equivalent to a level 8 high rate of fire. So if you have a level 8 high rate of fire, you're going to be taking turns. If you have a level 9 or level 10, you will still attack, all your units will attack before theirs. So you definitely need a level 9 or 10 to attack these to avoid losing a lot of units. As you can see here in my report, I actually lost a little bit of health to them. Luckily, I didn't lose any units, but I'm scared of what the 4 and 5 star ones are. Good luck in this second area. Make sure you work towards Gate 2. We will be in this area for 4 days. Keep an eye on that other war zone. Every war zone is going to meet one other war zone in the second area. So A and B are going to meet, C and D, F and E, and G and H will meet. So you're only meeting one other war zone in this area, but keep an eye out, see how things go. Good luck. Don't burn yourself out. It's a long event. It is a marathon. Don't burn everything out on the first day of combat. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to drop a like. Thank you to everyone who subscribed. And as always, have a fantastic day.